Okay, re-dyeing my hair black. Time to rinse it out. Got my ugly glove. Again. Oh, I hope I don't rip it. Okay. Okay, ready? It's a black sink, so it won't stain. Oh my god. Okay, we have to remember where we parked because I don't want to be roaming around the parking garage when it's fucking dark. I've seen Scream 4 too many times.
Right there, I'll look at
At the casino. Mom.
Hey!
Waiting for our table. Okay, you can end it. She just repeats the same thing that I just said. Oh, mother. Love her.
Feel like it.
Hi.
So I'm kind of reconsidering. I kind of want to go to Turkey still so I can get a nose job.
Oh, God.
I just want a
Are
smaller...
we back on that again?
I want a shorter nose. Yes, I'm
A
back
shorter
on.
nose.
Yes. Not kidding.
And a longer, well, never mind.
I don't need a longer anything, but I need a shorter nose. It's like Pinocchio, and I don't even lie.
God.
I don't even lie. I'm not a liar. But
It's not, your nose is fine.
long. I don't like it. It's like, can somebody just punch me in the nose already so I can just break?
Oh, my Lord.
That way I can get... I got so many comments on my eyes today. I love when people are like, are those real? It's like, are you kidding? Like, I have a lot of contacts. Some of them you could ask that question, but these, you actually question if these are real?
Actually, I can tell the difference.
Shaving is so annoying. Like, well, actually, I was going to say girls are lucky. They don't have to, but don't you have to shave your legs and all that crap? God, one time in my entire life did I shave my legs. I was going to Pride, and I thought I was going to wear these shorts. So I shaved my legs, and holy shit. It took so long. It took over like an hour because my legs are super hairy and the hair like goes up my thighs. Like I'm a hairy boy down there apparently. So, oh God, it just took forever and it was so annoying. And I like having a hairy chest. I think that's hot as shit. But sometimes it's a little too hairy, so I shave it, and I always end up cutting my nipple. Why do I always cut my nipple? My nipples aren't that big. They're not, like, huge. And sometimes, like, I have to shave... Not sometimes. Every time I shave the area, I have to shave around my nipple because there's, like, a little hair. And then I always end up, like, bleeding. I'm like, why does this happen every single time? I guess I just have to be very careful. Be careful, Randy, because you like to cut your nipples, apparently. Okay. So I told this story on Snapchat, but I did not tell this on YouTube. So I was in public and there was this guy, he was like older man and he was not attractive, but whatever. And he saw me. I had my Randy necklace on. I had, blue contacts in, some makeup on, whatever, nothing crazy. And he was just staring at me. Like I could see out of the corner of my eye, he was staring at me, but I don't look. I just pretend it's not happening and it's fine. And he says out loud in front of everybody, we're in public, and he's like, oh, so your name's Randy, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, damn, dude, you look good. You look good. You're making me question some things. He said that out loud in front of everybody. Like, people were looking. Like, I don't know if he was sober, because he was just being so, like, loud, and it's almost like he wanted everybody to hear this and everybody's attention. He's like, I mean, that's a really nice compliment if you're really questioning your sexuality by looking at me, because I'm like, I'm really not that great looking, like, that day especially. I mean, I always look different, so some days I think I look really nice, and then some days I'm just like, okay, ew, and then some days I'm like, whatever, like, I look fine, and then I don't really remember if I looked great that day, but apparently he was really into it, because very loudly he expressed to the world that he was questioning things because of me. I mean, I follow a few girls on Instagram that I'm like, I posted about this. I was like, damn, like, I like men a lot, but there's some girls that I'm just like, God, you got the big tits, you got some nice hair, nice face. I like titties. Titties are fun. I mean, okay, do I like them as much as I like dick? No, they're just two different things. I mean, a dick does a lot of things that tits don't, but tits are pretty. I mean, I'm sure that guy was being dramatic. Let's be honest. He's probably had a few guys in his bed already, but I mean, he was basically just saying he found me attractive. And I'm like, well, thank you. That's never going to happen because I do not find you attractive, but respectfully, thank you. So as he was leaving the store, he was so distracted from talking to me, he literally almost tripped over something and fell. I'm not kidding. He was like, okay, bye, Randy. I'll see you later. Literally almost fell over like a fixture. It was so awkward, and I just pretended I didn't notice, but like, of course I noticed. Hello, everyone noticed. Or like at work, I'll be helping a man, and they'll be like patting me on the back and shit, and I'm like, what are you doing? I don't say that. I'm not like, what are you doing? I'm not gonna be a freak about it, but like, why are you patting me on the back? What is that? What is that? What are you trying to do here? Isn't it funny? I'm always wearing shorts. It's like literally December, about to be January. It's like winter, but I like, when I'm indoors, I like wearing shorts. They're just more comfortable. I don't even have underwear right now. I just let my balls roam free. It's so nice. And then if you want to like, wait, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Wait, what is that thing that like shoots water up your ass? I've never used, but a bidet. I've never used one of those. Oh my God. Does it feel good? I mean, I don't have things up my ass too often. Not too often, but I mean, I want to try a bidet. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I want to try one. I go to foreign places occasionally, so maybe I'll try one. I don't even think you need to be in a foreign country to try a bidet. We have them in America, don't we? I've just never had one. I've never been in like the presence of one that I know of. Like, I definitely would have shot water up my ass if I was in the presence of a bidet. Like, I would have been like, okay, this is interesting. Let's try this. Shoot it up my hole. Okay, so I was at work 2 days ago. I get out of work, I go into my car is dead. So, coworker had to drive me to Wayne's, and we were like, oh, we're gonna go jump the car after dinner. Wayne didn't realize he has a very new Mercedes. You can't even get to the battery. We weren't able to jump the car. And I was like, oh shit. So I call my dad, he's really good with that stuff. And he's like, oh, well, I'll just go tomorrow. So I had to leave the car in the parking lot of my work. And he's like, oh, me and mom will go tomorrow and we'll jump it. So they jumped it. I'm so grateful for them because not a lot of people's parents would give a shit. They would be like, okay, figure it out on your own, bye. But like, they literally went at 8 a.m. and jumped my car for me. I was so grateful for that. And it was fine. I thought it was fine. Then this morning, I wake up, have to go to work, get in the car, it's fucking freezing, and the car won't start again. I was like, fucking A. So Wayne had to drive me to work. Now my car is dead at Wayne's house, and we have to figure it out. They're gonna have to jump it again. Clearly, I need a new battery or something. Okay, love ya. Hi. So we have another bad, awful hotel story. I'm partially to blame, but not really. If you ask me, not really. But of course, like, I'm going to say, no, I'm not. But I feel like I'm pretty self-aware. Like, I can admit when I'm part of the problem. But I didn't really think well, okay. So I had this really good gay friend. We were like best friends for probably a year. We were hanging out constantly. I was in school and working, so I wasn't always available to hang out. But he only was working. But his job, he worked in one of those like we're for weddings where you would serve food and stuff. So when there wasn't weddings going on, he like wasn't working. So he had so much free time. So he always wanted to hang out, even though I wasn't always available. But okay, so he had like 2 really good gay friends. One of them we would hang out with all the time. We would go to his apartment. He was cool, whatever. The other guy I had never met. He lived in the city, so we just had never met. I had heard about him from my friend. And I like creeped him, and he looked like a bitch, but you should never judge a book by its cover. We all know that. So I was like, okay, you know, he's probably fine. My friend likes him. So my friend's birthday was coming up, and it was a big birthday. It was his 21st birthday, and he wanted to get a hotel. By the way, you know Christian. Christian's one of my besties. So I introduced the 2 of them, and they became cool too. So for his birthday, he wanted to get this hotel, and Christian was invited, and then he was inviting the friend that we would hang out with, and then the friend I had never met. And I think there was other people coming, but I don't remember. But so I was like, oh, okay, that'll be cool. I'm finally going to meet this, this friend that I've never met. Okay, sorry, I changed again because I'm cold. Okay, so this guy, I was trying to be positive and be like, okay, he's probably really nice, even though he looks like a hater and he looks like a bitch. But I look like a bitch in a lot of my photos. Like, literally, this is my face in photos. I'm like, I look like obsessed with myself. I look like I'm just a cunt. And yeah, but I'm not. I'm nice. So maybe he's nice. Okay, so I go to this birthday party with Christian. We show up, and that friend is there already. And the moment I walk in, I could just tell the vibe. Like, I knew he wasn't going to like me. I just knew it. Like, you know how you just know. Like, first of all, a lot of people do not like me. That's just how it is. Like, for some reason, I'm an acquired taste, okay? I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So it's fine, whatever. I'm not going to die over it. But, we're in a small group setting. It would be nice to get along with everybody. But The moment I walk in, not very friendly. I don't even remember if he said hello. I mean, of course, I said hi. I think we pre-gamed a little, so I was a little tipsy, so I'm extra friendly. I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Randy. And yeah, he just, and at the time, I had a big Instagram following. Okay, so really quickly, my Instagram got hacked from somebody in Turkey. And so I lost 80,000 followers. I had an Instagram with a lot of followers on it at one point in my life. And now I don't, but it's fine. I don't care. And so I would talk about Instagram a lot because that was my main platform that I was excited about. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I think at one point in the night, that conversation came up about my Instagram. And he just seemed like he was giving hater vibes. Like, he was like, oh, like, I don't know what he said. Okay, we were drinking. I don't know, but I just know it was negative and it was not very, like, supportive and uplifting. It wasn't like, oh, good for you. That's cool. Let me follow you. No, it was more like, oh, okay. Or like, I was like, okay. Okay, so you know the friend that my friend and I would go to his apartment and I got along with. So he was talking shit about me on a post. Once again, somebody that I think I'm getting along with and everything's fine. And then they're talking shit about me. So he took me into another room and he apologized. And I thought that was really nice. So I was like, oh my God, this night is actually going in a good direction. I think it's going to be a good night. Yeah, no. I think there's 5 of us. So the friend I know, the friend I just met that was kind of a bitch, my friend, Christian, and then one other friend. So Christian and the other friend leave to go to the car, probably gonna go, smoke. And so it's the 4 of us left in this hotel room. And we have gotten significantly drunker. The night has gone on and I'm lit. I'm coherent, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, go to bed, Randy, because you don't need any more alcohol. And the tension had been brewing. Like, it was in the air. You could cut it. You could cut that shit. And I just knew something was going to happen, like any moment. This was not my fault, by the way. I went in there with an open heart, an open mind. I was friendly. I am friendly to people. I don't act like a bitch and like, oh my God, I hate you before even knowing you. Why the fuck would I do that? I'm happy with myself. I don't need to hate on you. Like, who cares? Like, I don't even know why this guy had an issue from the get-go. I don't know if he was jealous of the friendship that I had with his friend, because they had been friends for longer. Okay, so there's a bar in the middle of the hotel room, so we're all standing around it. I don't remember the conversation, but the bitch friend was getting a little angry about something, and it was probably directed at me because he just did not like me. So this is when shit hit the fan. Are you ready? He fucking slammed down his drink on the counter on the bar. I think it was a red drink too, by the way. And it fucking splashed up and hit me. And probably the other friend next to me, but he didn't seem to mind. I did. He fucking splashed us on purpose. And I was like, bitch, I have had it. I have tried to be friendly. I've tried to make this work. You do not want to get along. You don't want to like me. So, you know what? Fuck it. So I was like, I pick up a red drink. I cannot believe I did this, by the way, but I can believe it. I threw the red drink in his face. It was a red drink. I really hope he wasn't wearing white because I do not remember what he was wearing, but what? I threw a red-ass drink in his motherfucking face. It was directly in, and I just remember he went like this, and then he started swinging. He was on the other side of the bar, so he started trying to slap me. So we start trying to slap each other, but the other gay friend gets in between us. We're literally slapping around the gay friend. I don't think anybody really hits anybody. I mean, it was like 2 cats fighting. It was so stupid. The other friend was trying to break it up, and he's in the middle. Poor guy. Oh my God, I wonder if he got slapped. I hope I didn't slap him on accident. Sorry. But yeah, no, it was intense. And at a certain point, he got me into a chokehold and was holding me on the ground in a fucking chokehold. And then finally he let me go. And I put on my shoes and I fucking left. By the way, my friend that brought me to this, that it was his birthday, didn't say a word. I think he was shouting so he did say a word, because I think he was shouting oh my God, guys, stop. And I just felt like he did not have my back. He's the one that brought me into this hell. Bitch, I'm only here to support you for your birthday. You brought me into this situation to deal with this fucking monster that just wanted to hate me from the moment I walked in. Can you, support me as a friend? Thanks. No, he never supported me. He never had my back. I felt like he was standing up for the other friend and was more interested in having his back. I'm like, fuck this. Why am I even here? I'm like, Christian, where the hell are you? So Christian missed the whole thing, by the way. He did not witness this, but he heard about it. Trust me. And he's going to hear about it again. So I literally put on my shoes. I leave. So I go out to the car. I'm like hysterical. I'm telling Christian and the other friend what happened. And then the other people come out to the car and then it provokes a fight. And he's like defending. I was like screaming at my friend whose birthday it was because I was like, why the fuck would you not have my back? And I was really mad and drunk and like I had just gotten choked and slapped probably. I don't remember. I think he did slap my ear. Um, so I was mad and it turned into this fight outside by the car. And then, we just left because I was like, okay, I am spent. I am done. Get me out of here now. Like, happy fucking birthday. Goodbye. Good riddance. I just do not seem to have good luck with hotels, do I? There's always something goes wrong. And so me and that friend ended up not talking for like a week or maybe longer because I was mad. He was probably mad. I don't know. And then we, ended up talking and we moved on from the situation. I forgave. I mean, it wasn't like his fault, but it's just the way he handled it. I was pissed. And we moved on. But then, we only were friends for a few more months. And I just think our friendship was really toxic. He, at that time in life, he had a bit of a crush on me and he wanted us to date. I didn't feel the same way about him. I only viewed him as a friend. That's like me and Christian dating. Like, Christian is my best friend for like 10 years. We're not going to date. Well, maybe one day, Christian. Hey, if you're single in 20 years, hit me up. Just kidding. So yeah, I really think that took a toll on our friendship because he had a crush on me and he wanted something more that I wasn't willing to give him. I just wanted to be friends with him. I enjoyed his friendship and I think that provoked some animosity towards me, and he would treat me really shitty, like, especially when he was drinking. He would treat me really poorly a lot of the time. He would say mean things, and he was just very aggressive when he was drinking. And as for that friend that was a fucking bitch, like, why? Why do you have to treat people like that? Literally, the moment you're meeting somebody, you just decide, oh, I don't like them. I'm guessing he heard some stories about me through my friend. Yeah, it was my friend, but you know how some friends are. They're, shady, and they just talk about you behind your back. So he was probably telling him all this crap. Who knows if all of it was true, but he probably didn't paint me in the best light. So I think that friend went into it thinking he already wasn't going to like me. And then the whole Instagram thing, he seemed jealous about it. Because I had followers. Who gives a fuck? Followers don't mean shit. I mean, unless you're making money off of it, that's nice. But besides that, it's really not that relevant in life. Like, duh. Don't you agree, though? This was not my fault. Like, none of this would have happened if it wasn't for him. I didn't go in there thinking, let me stir up some shit. No, I was gonna have a good time with everybody. I was friendly, no issue with him. I mean, was I his biggest fan? Not really, but I mean, whatever. I don't know you like that. Like, why would I have a problem with you? So he just went in there wanting to start some shit, and so he got a red drink in his face, and I got slapped in the ear and choked. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So yeah, next time I get invited to a hotel party, maybe I should rethink if I should go to that because I don't really have a great track record. So, okay, talk to you soon.